great defensive performance by Team Austria, only allowing 44 points in this game. Compare that to 75 coming from Ireland in their first game of the tournament against Cyprus. Of course, that did include overtime, didn't it?
Yes. Yeah. So that was also an interesting spectacle to behold here. Had the potential of happening here as well, but again, Iriox coming up with those few 3-pointers was I really feel like was the big difference that really made it happen in the fourth quarter there. So props to him and props to their team. So here you can see Group B on your screens. A quick reminder how it looks currently. So 3 points in the lead for Ireland, still only plus 4 points in their pocket. Turkey currently have only played a single game, so they are still definitely there to mix things up. Austria as well have come up strong here. Cyprus currently sitting at a negative scoreline there, so for them it's back to the drawing board and looking back what they can change and how they can adjust to the current pace of the game.
Turkey and Austria so far undefeated in the group. They might very well be the favorites. We'll see. It's going to be a great matchup between the two. But we have Spain and Switzerland, first of all, coming up next.
Yeah, so Spain and Switzerland. So this is an interesting pair here as well, because last time around, Switzerland finished 7 in the overall standings in FIBA Esports Open 1. So first of all, I would like to see what they have managed to improve. Obviously, a lot of these teams have had the opportunity to go through the replays and see what really went wrong for them. Obviously, work on those aspects first, and then afterwards pay closer attention to the game style of their opponents that they're going to meet in the groups here. And for Spain as well, I mean, Spain showed today that they are able to score from anywhere, like literally anywhere. It doesn't matter where they get the ball, most likely points are going their way. So obviously a huge question here how it's going to play out between these two guys. My bet is on the fact that it is going to be a lot closer scoreline than we saw back in FIBA Esports Open 1.
Both teams haven't changed much. However, Spain rocking 5 players from FIBA Esports Open, the first edition. 2 new guys coming to Team Spain. In terms of Switzerland, we have one newcomer, which is Liam Rasconi, number 69, nicknamed just Without Hands. The other 5 guys, they have played in the first edition of FIBA Esports Open, but improving is something that you can always pull off.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, again, there are so many combined factors that really come into play here. Firstly, of course, is the stress of representing your nation on the big stage. Secondly, going up against Spain, and if Switzerland had a chance to look at the game previously, that's definitely intimidating. Going up against a team like Spain, and with the pace that they play currently, it's unreal at times, it feels. And the players are also so active on the side of Spain. Like, what do you usually do against teams that are so active?
Well, you have to stop the fast break, first of all, and you have to get back on defense. It is as simple as that. Some of the teams that try to score against very powerful offensive teams like Spain or Italy or Germany, they do get into the offense. They put all of the resources in there, and that is why sometimes they are late to get back on defense. It's also a matter of physical and psychological fatigue, but you gotta be paying attention there, and you have to have enough bodies on the other side of the floor as soon as you need to have them, as soon as teams like that go on that fast break.
Well, looking like at the group here as well, you can see that so far Spain currently sitting in second place, but they've only played a single game, and with plus 55 to their name, I wouldn't expect that to change much. Obviously, the second game is now coming up for them, and this is essentially the moment where Spain is either going to gain more momentum here in the groups, or by some weird twist of events, they're going to be completely overthrown by whatever is coming out of the pockets of Switzerland's strat book.
We'll see. We'll see how Switzerland spent that short break between FIBA Esports Open 1 and FIBA Esports Open 2. Spain with 1 win already, crushing Portugal. But as the Portuguese squad has mentioned, it's a due to technical difficulties in
Yep.
some part, because Portugal was not able to demonstrate its full potential. However, anyway, you cannot deny that Spain is a real powerhouse in FIBA Esports Open. They still have matches coming up against Switzerland right here, and then against the Czech Republic squad, against the squad of Czech Republic, and they will have a chance to prove to you and to really demonstrate how powerful they are in that court.
All right, well, let's have a look at the lineups one more time, how they're going to go head-to-head here. So, again, on the Spanish side, you have Ave Mario, Lele Furpi, Dovalinho this time around, the Doctors DZ, and Rafael PGR. And for Switzerland, Ignis?
For Switzerland, we have just without hands starting. He is a newcomer to the team. Julio2497, Julio Costa, Ranger Brian. I perfectly remember him from the first edition of FIBA Esports Open, and he is a great player with a great range. Ranger Brian is a guy that's a shot creator mostly, but he can put up points on the board himself as well. Brian Jenny Nazi in real life. Karababy 12 also representing Switzerland. Anis Karabasic and Tio 23 Cavas. Matteo Brasnich, and this is a guy who is a Swiss champ in real basketball as well.
Okay, so they have some in-depth knowledge on their side from real game that could potentially transition here as well. You know, being so young and being a champion means that you know how youngsters play. They love to play fast. They love to play fast and with a relentless pursuit on their offense. So question is, they only really need to be faster than Spain, right? Simple feat to achieve.
They need to be smarter than Spain
Yes.
in this situation when the opponents have more experience, when they have better avatars. You can only outsmart them. And keeping in mind Swiss experience from real basketball, we can really expect some great decisions from them in a game starting now.
Your very own Switzerland on your screens here in the orange jerseys. An interesting choice of color with the green coating on the hands there. Spain this time around is going to be playing in your white jersey, so it's easier to follow. The tip-off goes in favor of Switzerland, and kicking things off here, Ranger Brian in possession of the ball, and he has an open pathway pass over to Julio there in the corner, and an easy three-pointer for Switzerland to kick things off here.
It's a great manner to kick things off like this for Switzerland. They need some early optimism in order to compete against Spain.
Yeah, well, take a look at the Doctor, though. He's incredibly fast on a playing field here. As another quick pass over to Ave Mario. Will he go for a play here? Of course he does, and gets the dunk in as well to open things up for Spain. 4 minutes and 20 seconds still yet to play here in the first quarter here, so this is just a taste of what is yet to come. And I believe we have a bit of a break
new game
happening.
is to come.
Yeah. Bit of a blunder happened there. So again, technical issues can happen. Someone can sit down on your router. Cat might throw it over. You know how it works.
Dog as
Everyone
well.
has experienced
Just name
it
the
once.
animal.
You know what my latest biggest problem was? Like being in an online competitive game, I somehow dragged out the power, like took out the power cable out of my PSU with my feet.
Really?
I don't know how that happened. I felt like I did nothing.
Are you doing yoga, Pilates, or something in your free time?
Apparently, but you know, I thought my cable management was sorted out. Turns out not. So after that, I had to make some adjustments in my own setup because obviously, well, firstly, that's probably one of the worst things that you can do, like pulling the electrical cable out of a running live PC.
How did you solve the problem?
what do you call them? Zip lines, you know? I zip the cable to the desk.
To your feet.
The foot
okay,
of the desk. So, yeah, so there's no way I'm moving that thing around anymore. And so far, thankfully, no problem. So no more surprise lost games in my pocket there. However, in the meantime, these teams, of course, are trying to resolve their issue as quickly as possible. And right off the bat, Switzerland started with a nice setup, with a nice pass, quick 2 passes, nice easy 3-pointer, wide open. Felt like they took Spain slightly by surprise. They're kicking things off strongly, and that's exactly what we like to see. You know, quick, fast plays, not allowing the defense to spread out too much, not allowing to gain too much grounds for themselves, and therefore leaving a lot more open space for yourself on the offense.
Switzerland looked like Spain on that break, actually. Really great execution, but you want to be seeing more of that when you're playing against a team like Spain. You cannot always perform like them, of course, but you want to kick things off in a really light manner.
Yes.
You don't want to get too stressed if you're playing against Spain because they're heavy favorites and you've got nothing to lose.
Exactly. Well, I mean, one more thing as well, especially for Switzerland, it's probably very frustrating right now because if you kick things off on a good note and suddenly a technical issue comes in, at the end of the day, that's still downtime that you are not spending on playing, on building upon that momentum, right? So this actual technical pause might come back and bite them in the back, but of course, we can't really judge too much only after a single scored 3-pointer, you know. It's just
that is
here.
only one possession, so let's hope for the best for Team Switzerland. They will have a chance to prove themselves again as soon as a game Spain versus Switzerland is remade. We're waiting for that to happen. Spain already with a win in their pocket, beating Portugal 90-35. Switzerland, they haven't played a game so far.
Yeah, I hear that we might be back into the game, so let's give this another go. Spain up against Switzerland. Okay, remake on your screens of Switzerland in your white jerseys here. Swapped around. So Spain is going to be back in their previously seen orange, dark. Is that red or orange? I don't even. Red. That's red. That's red.
It's red and yellow. Yeah.
Yeah. I was confused there for a second.
Traditional Spanish outfit for pretty much all of their teams in sports. Switzerland will be rocking white in this ball game. Will it bring them luck? We'll see. First possession belongs to Switzerland.
Ranger Brian in possession, goes for a surprise 3-pointer here again. Doesn't make it this time. Ave Mario gets the rebound, of course, as he is the man literally built for it. Now stuck on the 3-point line, pass over to the Doctor, and he gets his first 3 in. And if you remember from FIBA Esports Open 1, the Doctor was definitely a scary factor to have on the side of Spain.
He was really healing the scoreboard, if that's a metaphor that could be used.
Tail there in the corner, forced to make a difficult pass. Julio able to intercept. Cara Baby, a pass over with a dunk to finish off, and just without hands shows that he has them.
Great execution by Team Switzerland, and that is what you want right here. Not a possession like the first one from Team Switzerland.
Oh, come on. The Doctor does those shots back to back easily. 6-2 so far, and Spain are going to start off strong here, obviously feeling that they need to regain control quickly here. And another interception coming out from Dovalinho. The Doctor, long pass over to Rafael, a 3-pointer out from him, and it's just a 3-pointer after 3-pointers for Spain.
What a shooting performance right away in this ball game. Spain with 3 great shots from beyond the arc, and they take the early lead.
Ranger Brian being held back by defense here from Spain. Another hook pass over to Julio, and he makes the 3-pointer happen here as well. Switzerland responding and narrowing down the point gap only to 4 now.
They're finding the answers so far. Can they keep up throughout the ball game?
Ava Mario in possession here. Definitely a threat. Can go for it himself and goes and gets that dunk over the defense there just without hands. Couldn't do much in that situation when you have literally a 2-meter tall building flying at you. The Doctor now in possession. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time to play this on out. Ava Mario as well, lingering towards that three-point line, trying to set up a screen, but the defense is not allowing for this to happen from Switzerland. The Doctor finds himself open and gets that three-pointer in yet again. 14-5, and Switzerland strongly on the back foot right now. Needs to get this game under control fast.
Dr. DZ, he is playing his first tournament for Team Spain. He wasn't present in FIBA Esports Open 1. He's 8. I thought you were talking about Eduardo, weren't you?
Yeah. Sorry, it's just like, 12 hours of games get.
They're all shooting. They're all shooting the basketball and making the shots. I didn't even notice, Renars, that you were talking about the Doctor, actually. So 12 hours are getting into me. As well, Eduardo is the guy that really lit up the scoreboard in FIBA Esports Open 1. Doctor is making his debut, and what a successful debut that is.
16-5, Spain find another easy two. There was a gap in the defense of Switzerland. Right now, Theo over to Julio. Three-pointer from the corner. That's the man of the hour for Switzerland. I think he's going to put up a few more of those for us here, as long as he can find those openings continuously here. The Doctor stuck on three-point line, forced to pass over to Ava Mario. Doctor being covered completely, so Ava Mario either goes for a pass or goes for a play. The Leleferpi wide open three, and as the hands indicate there, that is clean.
Switzerland is doing a good job, but that is not enough so far. They're down by 11. Even though they're executing pretty decently on both ends of the floor.
Ranger Brian holding on to the ball. 8 seconds on the shot clock here. Tries to go for a play. It's very hard to do against Ava Mario, but Theo comes in flying and gets the ball in. 19-10. Less than 10 points between these two, and so far Switzerland are keeping tabs on Spain.
A minute remaining. Doctor slashing and blowing a dunk.
That fast footwork definitely comes in handy against the big guys in defense. Now Ranger Brian again trying to see if he can get rid of these Spanish defensive players that are continuously in his face. Fast pass over to Just with no hands and an and one dunk on top of that. What more can you ask for?
Switzerland bringing their A game on the court. They are down by 7. But they're not giving up right here. Spain gaining the early lead, but Switzerland doing their best to fight back.
Just 2 3-pointers required from Switzerland for an even game. Let's see if they can get that ball in hands of Julio, who's previously been great at it. However, another 3-pointer comes out from Spain here, and I mean that's just essentially a danger zone. That left-hand side 3-point line. And Julio goes for an attempt this time around.
Don't want to force it.
Yeah, that's just, defense doing all the work here to make the absolutely worst circumstance for him to take the shot there. The Doctor, of course, able to respond.
That is what I was talking about. You have to get back on defense. Spain converting those wide open opportunities at will, and they're really running. A perfect example as well right here. 14-point game. Switzerland blowing their own opportunities and not returning on time.
2 seconds in the first quarter here. Fourth shot is going to happen. Not even that, as the clock runs out here, and we kick things off with another 5 minutes on the clock. 27-13. Spain currently leading by 14 points. Leleferpi takes the shot instantly. He loves to do that. You've seen when the ball is being put back into play from the sidelines, he does exactly the same. He just instantly goes for the shot before the defense can even make a move on him.
And he's got some range.
Julio now, that's a far two-pointer contested at that as well, so a very difficult shot to make. Ava Mario looking to set up a play. Dovelinho is being covered over to Leleferpi here. Ava Mario goes away, and a foul in play here.
Switzerland down by 17. Spain with 30 points already. Can they set the high score right here, Renars?
That is a question yet to be answered. But I mean, if they continue with 3-pointers like this, it's getting to the stage where it's, well, if not yet, then close to being out of control.
They're finding the answers. They're giving us the answers, and I mean Team Spain, Switzerland. Great effort, but they're down by 20, and that can only be the case against teams like Spain.
Spain now really getting at it with those interceptions. That, of course,
Good foul.
is not going to count, but yes, an excellent foul to stop the fast attack. The Doctor now already in the dangerous zone, and that you could just hear the slap from from the game.
Not a lot of spectators in the stands. That's why we can hear it all. Ave Murillo, he's wide open. He's not taking the three. He's taking the dunk.
Of course. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing an attempt from him just to see how he does. But obviously, he prefers to be in the paint, in the zone, and get up and close personal with that backboard. Ranger Brian now trying to find an opportunity of his own. 3 defensive players in front of him and still fails to find the pass to his teammate. The Doctor now making quick use of that footwork. Tovalino in possession of the ball, can go for a play here, goes for a slam. And again, just noticing that small opportunity that is sort of lingering there in the defense of Switzerland, and decides to go for it very successfully so far. And now there's really a problem on Switzerland's hands. They need to find some sort of answer to these fast plays.
A poor start in the second quarter. Spain running and gunning so far. Switzerland not finding anything at all. A wide open look that's no good.
Kara does get the rebound, forced to pass over here. Ranger Brian now in possession of the ball. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Fake shot doesn't make it happen. Straight into the hands of Tovalino on the fast break right now. Right-hand side is open. Instead, Ava Murillo is going to be the one to take the ball out of the air and gently place it into the basket.
26-point lead for Team Spain, and this is something we've seen in the Spanish-Swiss matchup in FIBA Esports Open 1.
Just without hands, jump shot contested as well. The Doctor and an interception failing the pass here. Ranger Brian could have gone for a break for it there. Decides to stick around just without hands. Also asking for a pass, but it's going to be his teammate who makes the attempt at the 3-point shot now, as Ave Murillo looking to put the ball back into play for Spain. Rafael from the corner.
Here we go, and Ave Murillo, great handles for his center. Actually, he did run the point for Team Spain in that situation. They're extending their lead to 29, and they are on a break. Once again, Dr. DZ is in the corner. A pick is set. Ave Murillo
has plenty of time to take the shot here. Almost gets the rebound as well. Switzerland able to recover. Quick turnover coming out here. Ranger was going for the play, and obviously a foul therefore.
We finally got an impression of Ave Murillo's release. He comes up with the steal. Driving down the lane is Rafa, and he misses the dunk. However, an offensive rebound for Team Spain, and they convert once again. It's 44 near the Spanish name in the scoreboard.
Yeah, Ranger Brian here. Long pass over to Kara, baby, in the corner there. Nice shot, but slightly over on the release. The Doctor now in possession. 2 defensive players on him as he's looking to find these openings. Ava Murillo doesn't hesitate to set up a screen for him. The ball bounces, but the rebound is still good. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jump shot coming out from Ava Murillo, and the defense gets the ball.
He's not a good shooter, clearly, but he can do so much more on the court. Tovalino on the break, launching, missing.
Gets the rebound to himself. The Doctor over back to Tovalino. Could have gone for a play there. Out to the Doctor. Long pass to Rafael in the corner there. Rafael is technically open. Goes for a play. 2 seconds. 1 needs to make a shot. Doesn't even get to the basket.
What is the move right there?
I don't know. 15 seconds before halftime. And a foul.
Falta.
That's going to be just without hands here on the free throw line, looking to see if he can close down that point gap, but that is quite the lead the Spanish have been able to build so far.
Finally, a chance for the Swiss squad to score.
The Doctor in possession and 13 seconds on the shot clock here. And in the second quarter here, of course, just holding on to the ball. Probably is going to take a shot at the last second remaining to close things off here in the second quarter. Out pass, long shot coming out from Ranger. We are back where Spain currently is in the lead, 44-15, and I mean, let's be real here. The Spanish have quite the lineup in terms of getting those three-pointers in. I feel like most of the shots made have been three-pointers off the back of the hands of the Doctor, Rafael, and now Ave Mario there even joining in on the action, but Tio tries to make a break for it. Two defensive players on him. Forced to pass over to Ranger now. Just without hands. Can go for a play there. Gives the respect to Ave Mario that is required as Ranger Brian can't do nothing yet.
Spain is the first team that I see in FIBA Esports Open that's shooting three-pointers better than shots overall. They're over 80% from beyond the stripe.
And that's just a ridiculous percentage to have on your team. I mean, to be able to continuously and consistently put up those three-pointers like that, especially from the positions that they're in, and now again with a fast steal coming out, Rafael with the breakaway, doesn't get the ball in, and the rebound is good for Switzerland here. Tio being contested, forced to make a long pass just without hands, able to intercept.
Spain having trouble with those two-pointers.
Julio, in the meantime, has been quiet for a moment here. Ranger Brian in position. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Again, Spain not allowing these players to set themselves up. Long pass and a hopeful one, but doesn't make it. The Doctor wide open. Also doesn't get the shot in, but the rebound is good for Spain. Long pass out to Leleferpi. Doesn't make it.
What's happening? They haven't missed that many shots in the whole first half.
I mean, perhaps they're just trying to, have fun with this currently because they don't feel that much pressure on their shoulders. So just trying to go for more fast plays around the board. And Leleferpi again transitioning from that movement straight into a shot. And that seems to be where he's most comfortable at.
I don't think Spain will set the high score. Swiss squad setting their feet right here. Launching it from downtown, and it's good. Finally, a successful offensive possession for Switzerland, and they're not playing poorly in the third quarter, actually.
Yeah, Ave Mario again just goes and up close and personally gets the ball in the basket. Giulio here.
He's got something personal with the basket.
Yeah, I mean, just sees his name on it.
Ranger
like
Brian, he did have the open look and alley-oop just without hands, using both of his hands for safety.
Again, showing us he has them, and that's an excellent sight to behold. 29-point lead for Spain here, and a foul. You can see even the judge there, very enthusiastic to show that has happened. The ball is going to be in possession for Switzerland here, just without hands, putting the ball back into play. Ranger Brian over and back to him yet again. Rafael there eager to stop the play as soon as possible, not allowing any breathing room. Ranger Brian was able to put up a three-pointer beforehand, and another steal coming through mid past the Doctor in the right-hand side corner there. Can make use of that play. Wide open space in front of them. Over to Rafael. A difficult pass. Ave Mario now lingering on that three-point line. Is he going to go for a three-pointer here? No. Okay.
Both teams are similar in one aspect. They're sharing the ball, and both of the squads are trying to get their teammates involved.
All right, Julio now in possession here. Ranger Brian on the right-hand side of the court. Sorry, he's in possession there. Got mixed up between these players. A lot of white hair on the board. Tio makes a break for it. Goes for the basket and gets fouled again. So those are definitely free throws on the line here.
Maybe the hair represents experience, Renard.
Well, definitely not lacking in the Spanish department, that's for sure.
Theo Cavus converting them both.
A minute and 23 seconds remaining in the third quarter here. Spain looking to extend their lead even further, but really it looks like they are feeling very comfortable with the position that they're in currently, and the doctor as well, just taking his lovely time with the ball. Ave Mario now will go for an individual play. Doesn't get the rebound exactly. Long pass over to Ranger Brian there, and another foul in place. See, Spain does this instantly. They just can always stop the play.
They don't risk the shot.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter that there's a rough 20-point lead that they have. Just
what a shooting technique. Rick Barry.
you love
We're
that.
seeing right here, yeah. The granny shot. Ranger Brian rocking it from the stripe.
I mean, at the end of the day, again, as they always say, points are points. You know, you just need to get the ball through the hoop.
Rick Barry was shooting free throws 94% using that technique. And his son, Canyon Barry, is doing that as well.
Oh, so a bit of a heritage there happening.
I'm not sure if Ranger Brian is one of the sons of Rick Barry. Might be the case.
Who knows? Who knows? Well, here Ranger will have...
He's inherited the technique
in
some way.
Oh, and there it goes.
Both are good.
All right, 51-28, 42 seconds remaining in the third quarter here. Slowly but surely, Switzerland are coming back to life here. Spain, of course, taking their sweet time, but now no time to waste there as Ave Mario comes up with a huge dunk, 10 points to his name, 3 assists there as well. So good stats all around in this game, though. Against Switzerland, hasn't seen too much action, but you know, off the back of the amount of three-pointers Spain has been putting up, that's you know, no surprise there.
Switzerland with a good performance actually in the third quarter, finally finding their poison on the offensive end of the floor. Spain using fouls to stop them and giving them chance to shoot free throws.
Even get 2 more just before the third quarter finishing here. So far, as expected, Spain remains in composure. Even get the interception off of the ball being put back into play here. Ave Mario back to Lele Ferpi. Will he go for another 3? Ave Mario asks for the pass out to Dovalinho from the corner. The ball, it doesn't go through as Ranger Brian now. Right-hand side is wide open. The pass goes there, but intercepted. The Spanish are too quick on their feet.
55 points for Spain, and that is not as many as we've expected in the beginning of the ball game.
True. I wonder if that's on the back of the technical difficulties, but that is still yet to be determined. Now Mario goes for a slam. It gets fouled against as well. That's an and one.
What a throw down right here. Ave Mario. He's one of the best centers in the ball game. He misses the free throw, however. A fun fact, Ave Mario, in his childhood, he believed that Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson are the same person.
Okay, well, I mean, trust me, I believed in more ridiculous things in my childhood, which I'm ashamed to talk about here.
For example, Renars.
I can't. I'm sorry. It's just too much. I literally can't talk about it.
We'll just stick with Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson thing then.
Yeah, I'll let you know off stream. Here, though, in the meantime, Switzerland are still looking to find ways to come back into this. Ranger Brian doesn't have the icicle icon next to him, meaning he has warmed up here and has previously found a three-pointer. Now over to Theo, out on the three-point line. 5 seconds to shoot. Kara needs to make a shot happen here. Block coming out there, rebound still good, and the relentless battle happening here as Giulio tries to put up a three-pointer, and that doesn't go through as well. Over to the doctor now.
Spain leading the way by 31 points. They haven't been defeated so far in Group D, winning by 55 against Portugal. They won't win by more, my heart is telling me, here against Switzerland.
Well, Teo Cavas is looking to do something about it. Julio, long two-pointer, and that bounces yet again. Very long pass over to the Doctor. Switzerland, however, have been better now on their defense. They are managing their time correctly, but just the Doctor too quick on his feet. Gets out to that three-point line. Defense thinks, okay, it's going to be a three-pointer here, and he goes for a fast play into plate for a quick and easy two. Ranger Brian now in position, trying to get around this defense. Kara Baby barely manages to get and catch that pass over to Teo now towards the left-hand side. Julio as well. Can't find the opening 3 seconds. Teo makes the shot happen. That's a high percentage shot that you want to make.
Doctor running the break for Team Spain. He's approaching a double-double. He's got 20 points and 9 assists.
61 to 30, 31-point lead for Spain as the ball doesn't go through right now. Ranger Brian on the fast break, left-hand side was open, but he's going to be fouled against again. And you know, at this stage, Spain can allow themselves to do this really just to continuously slow down Switzerland. Minute and 45 remaining here in the last quarter. And I'm pretty sure to say here it's a done deal. But however, a huge dunk coming out with just without hands. Making use of them yet again.
For those of you only tuning in right now, would like to remind you that you're watching the group stage of FIBA Esports Open European Conference. We have 17 teams competing for the title, and we've still got 2 exciting games remaining in today's stream. It's going to be Turkey facing off against Austria and Switzerland challenging the Czech Republic.
A minute and 19 seconds remaining here for Switzerland to see if they can somehow narrow down this point gap. 10 seconds on the shot clock, just without hands, setting up a screen here. Doesn't really make great use of it anyways. Kara, ball bounces out after an unsuccessful three-pointer. Rafael, oh my God, Ave Mario actually caught that. Over to the Doctor, 13 seconds on the shot clock, breaks some ankles along the way there as well. Ave Mario, fake shot out to Lele Ferpi, over to Rafael, pass back to Lele Ferpi, and three-pointer in motion from Lele Ferpi. Again, it's just like his signature, man.
His signature three-pointer. Just like a signature move of pretty much every other Spanish player, apart from Ave Murillo. They are a team of similar avatars, but that is working very, very well.
Yeah, they definitely feel the game at this stage. 25 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter here. Very intense battle for possession of the ball. However, it is going to remain in favor of Spain. 12 seconds on the shot clock here for them, and I would presume that they're just going to continue with their three-pointers. Oh, a nice steal coming through here from Ranger Brian. Let's see if he can convert on this as Julio pass over to Teo. Click three-pointer. Clean at that as well. 10.5 seconds remaining in a final quarter here as Spain are looking to run away with their second victory of the day here. And again, in a convincing fashion to finish things off.
Off the back of the rim, and it's in the books. Spain once again getting a big win.
Yeah, I mean, look, let's be real here for a second. The game started off with just an avalanche of three-pointers coming out from Spain. You can't really do much when you have 3 players in a lineup that pretty much are being able to put up three-pointers. So you have Rafael that's excellent from getting the ball in from a three-point line from the corners. You have Lele Ferpi that does the shots in motion. Then you have the Doctor who's just so fast on his feet that continuously finds open pathways to the basket. And then if everything else fails, they have Ave Mario that is underneath the basket, gets the rebound, gets the ball in almost every single time. And the only one left on the Spanish side is Dovalinho. And I mean, he has been crucial in being at the right place at the right time when nobody else is open to pick up the slack there and continuously find more openings for them. For Switzerland, it looks like they started off strong, I would say. They had a good idea of the pace of the game that they like to hold, but that. However, off of the back of those three-pointers, of course, eventually the game essentially just ran out of control for them, and they were failing to keep up with the pace of the Spanish, as you said, trying to stop these fast breaks from happening, because Spanish were doing that all the time. As soon as a fast break was, bam, foul, game reset.
Yep, Spain is a very smart and well-balanced team with three players, as Renars has mentioned, that can light it up from behind the arc. Their pure sharpshooter being Lela Furpy. He's leading them to victory in the second game of the tournament for Team Spain. They beat Portugal. Now they beat the Swiss squad, and they are first in Group D with 2 wins, no losses whatsoever, plus 84-point differential. Portugal so far in the second position, and we have a matchup against Turkey playing against Austria up next in our stream. It's gonna be a really great game, since we are going to be seeing two leaders of Group B performing. They haven't been defeated so far, unlike Ireland, unlike Cyprus.
Yeah, and for Austria here as well, currently they have secured one victory to their name. Same goes for Turkey, but in a much more convincing fashion here. So it's going to be an interesting clash happening, and it's also going to define who is going to take the lead here, at least for now, in this group. Obviously,